Hi, I'm Kate McCauley from Pattern Emporium. Welcome to another episode of What's in the Pattern. In these videos, I sew up a whole bunch of samples in the pattern that we are just about to release so that you can see exactly what's in the pattern. Today, we are talking about the Works tank. This tank is a modern essential and it is packed full of options. There are 4 different style options that you can make. We have the ruched tank with drawstring, we have the ruched tank with elastic, and then we have the classic and the banded tank. All of the tanks are finished with this gorgeous wide binding around the outside, and I take you through step by step to do the binding. It is very simple, you just have to follow the steps. There's even a little video, but the tutorial photos take you through easily, step by step. They all include 3 necklines, the high neckline, a mid neckline, and a low neckline. Now the low neckline isn't super low, I call it lowish. And then they all have this sleeveless armhole that sits quite wide on the shoulders, and again finished with that beautiful wide binding. The armhole is wide enough that it covers your bra strap, and a couple of our team actually wore their sports bra underneath, and that covered that as well. In both of the ruched designs and the classic design, there are 3 lengths: cropped, which isn't cropped at the waist, it's cropped to the hip. Then there is the regular, and then there is the long. In the banded, you get regular and long. The ruched tank, which is this one I'm wearing, this one is finished with the drawstring. So it's ruched up the side, and to me it is my favorite because it is so adaptable and adjustable. So you can draw this drawstring as long if you want to wear it around here, or if you want it higher and more ruched, you can ruche it up. Really wherever suits you. The ruched with elastic looks the same as this one finished, but without the drawstring, and it's just ruched up the side with some elastic. The banded has a band along the bottom, and of course the classic is plain. When sizing yourself for the ruched version, so either the drawstring or elastic, make sure you follow the instructions. It's important to have this section not loose, because if it's loose, this ruching will sag. So for instance, if your upper bust size, which is how we measure this tank, is let's say a size 14, but your waist and or your hip seat area is a 12, multi-size this area down to the size 12. If it's one size larger, a 16, then that's fine, but you don't want this section to be loose. With the classic and the banded, it doesn't really matter. It's shaped at the waist a tiny bit more than our general tank shape and our general t-shirt shape, but you can smooth that out if you prefer by multi-sizing. There are instructions to multi-size in the tutorial up the back section. In the tutorial, I also talk about your fabric choices and your choices for the binding. Make sure your binding has resilience, so which is the ability to bounce back. If it has a very, very soft stretch, or it has no elastane, so it tends, when you stretch it, it narrows, it can make doing these bindings quite difficult. So if you have your heart set on, say, one fabric for the body of your tank, but it's not what you need for the bindings, then consider a contrast like I've done this one, so that this fabric around here is a little bit more resilient. So just make sure you read that section in the tutorial where I outline all of that. I also talk about a little bit about elastics to pop through here and what is the preferred elastics. And I give you some notes on what to do if your fabric is very, very light and soft. The pattern comes in sizes 4 to 30. Make sure you follow the sizing chart. Just don't go off your ready to wear sizing. Make sure you do follow the sizing chart. And of course, there is cutting examples, There's the pages that you need to print so that you don't have to print every style if you're just making one particular style. And you can print at home, print the AO copy shop, that is 2 pages, or of course we have our projector files. One is coloured lines and the other is black lines, so use what you prefer. This tank is awesome for day wear, for night wear, for sportswear, for keeping warm under, say, a shirt or a sweater. This tank is an awesome all-rounder. So let me take you through some of the styles I have put together to match back with this fabulous tank. This one has definitely turned out my favourite. It is a very soft viscose elastane. I've made a whole bunch of things out of this because I love it so much. What would make a really cute set, actually? Now, these don't fit. Isn't that adorable? That would make the cutest little summer set. The thing I like about this fabric is its softness. It is easy and comfortable to wear, and you get all the beautiful ruching up the sides. Now, this one I've actually cut in the regular length so that I can ruche it up more and get more ruching. So if you do want more ruching, that is an option that you can do. Just cut it a little bit longer and then ruche it up as high as you want. And then this is with my favorite new pants because I've just made them. They are the Cocos in linen. Gosh, they're a comfortable pant. And this is the high neck, and you can see the beautiful binding. Love it. Just easy, relaxed, summery, but would look just as awesome with, you know, a suit pant and a jacket to wear to work. It has that really quiet elegance when you do it in such a neutral fabric. With the ties, I cut these super long. In the pattern, you'll see there are different lengths for the different lengths that you make, but I wanted them super long, so they're a little bit more dramatic up the sides. I love it. Let's dress it up a little bit more with the turning point skirt. Love all that movement. Really great work outfit. You can swivel it around to the front. Rearrange that ruching as high or as low as you want it. Beautiful. And then look how much different it looks with the Easy Does It skirt. This one is in linen. Just really summers it down. Weekend lunch date with the girls. Beautiful. That gorgeous ruching, that little detail. Love it. Or go super summer and team it back with your favourite shorts. Really cute. Same top. I love that it goes with so many things. What about making a set or a fake dress? You could use the go-to skirt, the Heartlight skirt, the Starlight skirt, which has the higher front and the lower back. This one is actually a dress. It's the Hugs and Kisses dress that I realised I already had in the same fabric. And it makes this cute little, you still got your ties, so you've got that little detail, the ruching. Fabulous little set. I love it. Next, we have the banded option. Could be the classic, but this one is the banded option in a very light bamboo in a neutral. Now, the thing I like about the banded option is if you are a tucker, it is great for that because it keeps it nice and secure so that you can, you know, do what you need to do without it coming untucked. This is the Easy Does It skirt in denim. Had to pull it on over my head because it's a little bit tight. That's what I love about A-line though. It's very forgiving when it is a size too small. Love it. It's just nice and soft. Covers my bra strap beautifully. Love it. And I love this skirt with it. And topped off with my new batwing jacket. Love it. Easy breezy, relaxed, easygoing. Love it. Gorgeously relaxed with the Free Spirit skirt. Has this fabulous split up the front. Nice tie. Easy breezy. Lovely and relaxed, whether you wanted to wear it in or out. You can blouse it a little bit if you have that little bit of room. It really depends on where you are in the size chart, whether you're going to have a little bit of blousing or not. Or you can flip up the band and just wear it a little bit more relaxed. And look how fabulous it is with the turning point skirt and the band pulled down to its regular length. This is the mid neckline. It's just so free and easy, floaty skirt in this really soft viscose jersey. Love it. Love it. Really casual, but still that little bit chic. And fabulously casual with the getaway shorts. Easy, summer, at home, relaxed. And add the batwing jacket for a finished look. So cute. I'm counting the days until summer. I've been invaded. Hi. We have 2 new family members. This is Ben. He's huge. Next we have the ruched with elastic. So the ruching is up the side and you just do that with elastic. With the Easy Does It skirt. This is the high neckline and I used a contrast. It would have been fine in this fabric. It actually, the resilience isn't too bad, but I like the contrast. So I've done the cropped length. Now our cropped length isn't to the waist crop length. It is just above the hip bones. I kind of like it tucked though. Same skirt, completely different vibe. This is, again, the Easy Does It skirt, and it is in a cotton gauze. Beautiful, easy, summer, relax, and you're nice and cool because they're natural fibres. Let's change the vibe completely with the fabulous palazzo pants. This is the dramatic, and these are our stretch palazzo pants. Isn't it fabulous? Print, print. We have the white and then the black. I love it. Still dramatic, just a little less so. Gorgeous, really simple with the gorgeous detail. And flowy pants. Easy going out to dinner outfit. And right back to the weekend with your favourite jeans. Isn't this fabric fabulous? It's almost metallic. So it has a fawn and black thread. Look up close. And these gorgeous little boxes. And I have done the ties, the drawstring with the ruching. I've done this one in the cropped length, so there is slightly less ruching than my viscose one. You can see how nice and wide my armhole is. Easily covers my bra underneath at the front and the back. Love it. And then just a pair of palazzos in the woven. Easy, relaxed, weekend kind of vibe. I've done the high neckline. Now, if you notice that see how my shoulder seam is sitting a little bit back there? I normally do a forward shoulder adjustment and I completely forgot. So sometimes I notice if my neckline is sitting a little bit flatter than it normally would, or if it's back on my shoulder, or sometimes see how my neckline is gaping a little bit at the back? I need a forward shoulder adjustment. It's something that we need either as we get older, or if we spend a lot of time in front of a computer working or over a sewing machine. The top of our back can get a little bit rounded, changes that kind of shape around here. Forward shoulder adjustment, it is as simple as I cut off 1 centimetre off the front shoulder and I stick it onto the back shoulder. That is literally it. And it makes a world of difference. You don't get the pulling back. The shoulder seam sits on your shoulder and you don't get a little bit of gaping at the back. Solves so many different problems. But this outfit is just fabulous. The ruching, the drawstring, I love it. Next up, with the coastal skirt. So this one has a split on one side. You can do it on both sides if you want to. And the fabulous cargo pockets, which you can't see here because I matched it so perfectly. I'm very proud of that. I don't usually have the patience. Like, I don't sew stripes very often because I don't have the patience to get them perfect, and my brain needs them perfect, so therefore I don't do it. But I did sew this well. I love this ruching, and it's so gentle on the tummy. I have a lot of tummy issues, and so I get bloated quite often, and it adds a couple of sizes to my tummy, and just the soft gentleness of the ruching on my tummy is really, really nice. I love this outfit. Gorgeous, relaxed weekend. Do you love trackies? That is Australian for sweatpants, because I love them. Gorgeous wide leg pair that I bought with that fabulous stripe. Easy, relaxed. And then elevate it with your gorgeous top in a special fabric. I love it. Just really, just cool, just easy, relaxed vibe with a little bit of specialness. And dressed up with the palazzos to go out. Understated, easy, relaxed. Everything looks good with this top. Let's add some colour. This is the classic tank, so just hemmed with the fabulous binding. Love this binding. With the getaway shorts, and this is the high neck with the regular length of the tank. And it's just polyelastane, like has a very crepey feel to it. Easy to wear, splashes a bit of colour around. And a colourful fabric is great because you can pair it back with so many things. Tucked in with the Easy Does It skirt, or out. It's just easy. And of course you can make the length that suits your body the best. There are the 3 lengths: cropped, regular and long, or you can have in between, whatever suits you. And it is so easy to adjust just by adding or subtracting evenly along the hemline. Isn't it cute? Easy breezy. Bit of colour, matching back the purple and the pink. Beautiful. And our last tank is the banded option. This is a double brush poly, mid neckline, and with the band along the bottom in the regular length. Now this is awesome. As I mentioned before, if you have something that is low rise, say your jeans, that you can tuck this in and it holds it there. The band is firm enough but not too tight it will hold it there, like so. So it's kind of like wearing a bodysuit, but not uncomfortable like a bodysuit. Holds it down, you're not getting untucked. Just easy. And double brush poly is such a lovely fabric to use as well because it is so nice and soft. Paired back with the coastal skirt, with the Getaways fabulous band, and beautifully relaxed with the Cocos. Now that you've had a look at mine, next up we have some of the testing team showing you what they have sewn. Let's take a look. Weren't they fabulous? Now, if you want to see more photos, pop into our Facebook group, and there you can see more photos of this and our other patterns, of course. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the group.